All right. Thank you again for joining me tonight. This is live, but it is also being recorded. I put all my trainings on my YouTube so that you guys can look at them again, or people who have missed it can watch it. And today's training is going to go over Canva Creations travel trailers. It's something new that I've kind of come across and that I really like the idea. They are good for YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram Reels. You can even post them on your LinkedIn if LinkedIn does videos. I'm not big on LinkedIn. It's one I want to dive into more, but and of course, they're going to be big if TikTok ever comes back around, or if you still have TikTok, you can still get on it. You're just not able to download the app as of now. So it's something that you guys can use on multiple platforms that gives, a visual of your business. And by the way, my name is Haley. I have been with Archer for about a year and a half now. I really love this job and I love training, so I'm glad you guys are here with me. Right. So it's good to have the video trailers for your business because it engages your audience and it showcases your brand. So I have put together a step-by-step guide to help you guys create professional and captivated trailers. I go based off these steps. Now, I don't use every step in every trailer. I kind of mix and match, but they are good to know and kind of look back on. So step one is you want to define your purpose of your trailer and who your target audience is. So your purpose would be, what product are you promoting, what service or an event. So in our cases, are we promoting ourselves? Are we trying to get, our name up there? Are we promoting a certain vacation package, a certain type of vacation? There's just different things within our travel industry that we can use these trailers to showcase. Your audience, of course, is who you're targeting. Age group, interest, location, stuff like that matters when you're posting and making these because you want to reach the right audience. You want to create a compelling script. So you want a hook. You want something that grabs their attention. It can be a statement, an eye-catching visual, or anything like that. Then you want a core message, which is clearly communicating what your business offers and how it solves problems for your audience. So, of course, we sell travel, so we take the hassle out and the stress out of booking. There's so many things that we can branch off of to use for our core message. Then, with everything that you post, you're going to want a call of action or a CTA. You want it to have a very strong ending. You want them to remember it. You can do something like visit our website, sign up today, contact us now. I use ChatGPT to help me with all my marketing. It puts that professional, just, extra to the sentences and what I'm wanting. It makes them stand out more. And then instead of me spending like 15, 20 minutes writing multiple different ones and trying to come up with one on my own, it takes a lot of the time out of marketing. So it is Chat GBT. There's Gemini, I think is the Google one. There's different ones out there. And there is free versions with the Chat GBT. Step 3, plan your visuals. So you want to use visuals that align with your branding, colors, fonts, stuff like that. You want to showcase products and services and actions, include testimonials, behind the scenes, before and after shots, anything that's relevant, to what you're wanting this trailer to be, what you're wanting to showcase. Step 4 is you want to use high quality footage and images. So I use Pixabay. There's Free Image and Pixel.com or something like that. There's a few free ones out there. I personally use Pixabay because the ones that cost are at the top, and then it separates all the free royalty free ones is how they word it, pictures. are all grouped together. So I don't have to hunt through them like you do on like Free Image and the other one. You have to hunt through and you can click on one and then it will cost. And you're like, oh man, but I really like that one. And when I'm stuck on something, it's hard for me to find something to replace it because I'm looking at like, well, this one's better this way. So I like that I have all the free ones in one section, and I can kind of show you that website in a little bit. So you want to shoot your footage or use royalty stock videos. If you're shooting the footage, most of the time we're probably not going to be doing that unless we're doing like vacation videos and stuff like that. So you want to kind of make sure that you use something that's not quite grainy. You know, a lot of smartphones now have really good cameras, so we don't really have to worry about that as much. But you kind of want to just take in, what's in the background and stuff like that if you're using your own content. Because you want all of this to tie in together and to flow smoothly. You want it to be eye-catching and you kind of just want it to flow. Step 5, add music and or voiceover. So choose music that matches the vibe. Upbeat, professional, relaxing, kind of go based off, what you think fits your trailer. Consider a voiceover for your narrative or use on-screen text for key points. I did one where I did behind the scenes. It's not a trailer. It's kind of off topic, but it kind of fits with the voiceover. So I did a behind the scenes video where I walked through one of my quotes and kind of just did a voiceover as I walked through it to kind of, do a behind the scenes on how I build my quotes for my clients. And it's kind of something for my clients to see. And I posted that on TikTok. I don't think I posted it on YouTube. I might have. But I do know it is on my TikTok. Step 6, keep it short. This is a huge thing nowadays. A lot of people just scroll. They don't watch the whole video unless it's entertaining or something that catches their attention. So you don't want it to be too long. You want to keep it about 30 to 90 seconds. Shorter videos are also more engaging and shareable. If it's too big, you can't share it as easily. Step 7, edit professionally. So you want it to have that professional look. So you can use things like Adobe, Final Cut Pro, Canva. There's free options like CapCut. I use CapCut and Canva. Canva has a paid version and a free version. So those are the two that I use. I hadn't really touched with any of the other ones. I've done a couple of photo editing software, but those do cost a whole lot of money, and that's when I was doing a different business. It's not really too much on that, but you do want them to look nice and professional and have that professional touch when you're sharing them. You also add transitions and and effects, stuff like that that's going to make it visually appealing. Include branding. That is a huge deal because you can make this trailer, and if you don't brand yourself on it, they're not going to know whose business does whatever if it's a mock booking or it's just your business yourself. They're not going to know if you don't put your brand on there, like your logo, your website, social media handles, tagline, ways for them to find you and get to know about your business. Use consistent branding throughout the whole video. You don't want to use certain branding colors and then switch to another type of branding colors. Like I said, you want it all to kind of like tie together and flow together. Step 9, test and optimize. So what this means is you want to share this with people, your colleagues, your friends, anything like that, to get their feedback on what they think about this video. I usually go and ask my kids or my husband or someone around me, like, hey, look what I've just made. What do you think? Of course, my kids are brutally honest. They tell me whether they like it or not, and what they don't like. But this lets kind of like if your targeted audience likes it, what people outside think, like outside of your perception, think about your video. It's a good way to get constructive feedback to, make your videos better, or not even better, but more eye-catching or engaging or whatever it is that you want to improve on your video. Whatever audience you're trying to reach out to. And then you want to optimize it on different platforms, your YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, etc. And you also want to keep in mind when you're doing the music and stuff, keep in mind what's trending on those certain social media, because different songs and different sounds trend more on one social media than the other sometimes. So you do want to keep that in mind too. Or if you don't want to, then just do one song you think fits the video and just use it across all of it. Step 10, distribute strategically. This is the last step, but this is also just as important as any of the other steps. You want to post it everywhere you can and where your target audience will find it. Because if you're posting it in places that your target audience isn't going to see it, then you're basically wasting your time. You want to reach those people that are interested in what you have to offer. You can post this on your website, social media channels, email newsletters, and other platforms where you know your audience is active. You can use them for events and booth. If you have like a little projector or like a little monitor, you can have it running. It's one of the things that I actually plan to do with my event is have it running on my tablet, and kind of just have that video running. And it's a good little thing for them to get to know my business. So let's go over some tips and then I will show you my two examples that I have. You want to focus on your experience. So highlight destinations and adventures your agency offers. Use visual of exotic location, breathtaking landscapes, vibrant cityscapes, or relaxing beach scenes. Emphasize emotional moments like people laughing, enjoying local culture, or relaxing on vacation. Create a sense of escape and adventure. So, for example, show clips of their solo travel is exploring hidden gems. And you can find pictures and videos like this on Pixabay. Showcase your selling points. What makes your business stand out? Is it personalized itineraries, exclusive deals, expert knowledge? Include these in your trailer. Use text overlays or voiceovers, which we kind of went over. You can highlight certain benefits like customized adventure, hassle-free bookings, and exclusive travel packages. A tip is add a short testimonial clip or a quick stat like over 1,000 happy travelers served. Incorporate a storyline. Take viewers on a journey. Sorry, my mouth is super dry. Take your viewers on a journey. Start with the excitement of planning a trip. Highlight the adventure, and end with the relaxation and joy of arriving home refreshed. Use phrases like your dream vacation starts here, or we turn your travel dreams into reality. Example, a traveler booking with Watkins Escapes transition to exploring a lush jungle dining setting and relaxing in a luxury resort. Your call of action, you want to create a strong one. Back to the call of action. This is what's gonna, kind of reach out and grab your audience. This is like an act now, reach out to me now, that type of stuff. So you want to end the trailer by inviting viewers to take the next step. So you want to use phrases like plan your vacation with us today. Visit watkinsescapes.com for your next adventure. Your dream destination awaits. Contact us now. You want to display your logo, website, social media handles, any way that they can contact you. So a tip for this one would be include a sense of urgency, such as limited time deals available or book today for exclusive perks. You want to grab their attention. So let me show you guys mine that I have created, and then I will answer any questions you guys have. I'm gonna actually play it. So I have my engaging and attention grabbing intro. I am a mentor, so I have, if you want to join the job, I have, that on there. I go over my niches and I give examples of places they can go or things they can do. And I have my brand colors. That's why it's back between blue and green, crosses over because those are my brand colors. And then I have my logo. This QR code will take you to my Solo 2 page. My Solo 2 page, if you guys aren't familiar with that, it's like Linktree and those other ones that house all your links. So they just use that QR code. If they're on their phone instead of a computer and can't scan the QR code, I put it down here so they can just type it in and they can see all my links. This one is I made this one to where I can use it anytime. I can reshare this as many times as I want. There's no date or price that I have to be cautious of. I can just, post this, 1 month, share it a whole bunch of times, and then wait a few months and post it again. It's not, like I said, it doesn't have dates and prices where you have to change it. Now, my next one, I set it up more like a mock booking. This one is not completely done yet. It doesn't have the music and all that. But I do have my intriguing intro, ready to escape the ordinary and go on a journey of a lifetime. And then I have my niches again, but I have put in 3 mock bookings for each one. Oops. Like I said, I'm not quite done with this one yet, but I have the basics of what I want my mock bookings to be. And I am still, how did I do that? I am still using my brand colors on them. And the land cruises, they're train rides. It's just a neat little name that they have for the cruises that you go on or the train rides that you go on for a long time. They call them land cruises. And then everything in between. So I'll put, mock booking for ziplining, rental car, and Disney. And then I have my want to join again. And then I have my call of action, my logo, and the QR code again that goes to my Watkins solo page. Now, as you can see, it needs some editing, it needs some music. There's more to this. I still got to do some of the mock bookings, but I have, got most of it done. So those are my 2 that I've done. So, do you guys have any questions? You can put it in the chat or you can unmute. And I will, while we're waiting, I will pull up Pixabay so you guys can kind of see what it looks
like. Does this option that you're able to create this, do you have to pay for it or is this free through Canva?
So, I did mine the free way. It just depends on what you choose, and I will kind of go over that in a little bit. I'm going to actually build a quick template of one with you guys. I won't be able to put like the mock bookings and all that in it because we're already halfway in, but I was going to kind of throw one together with you guys.
Okay, awesome.
And kind of show you. But this is Pixabay. So you can see these ones right here are the ones that cost. They're at iStock. And it will take you to that website if you click on them. And then all these down here are free. And so you just type in what you want to see. Sometimes they'll have some good ones right on the first page. This one is Disney Resorts, is what's typed in for this one. So you just type in whatever you want to look up here and it has it. I mean, there's so many good pictures in here. And then there's videos, illustrations. I mean, they have a lot. They have music. I haven't actually dived into their music. That might actually be a good idea with the trailer. And I came across this because I also write and publish my own books. And I was looking for ways to promote my books and it come across these trailers. And I thought this would be a great way to showcase my own business with the travel. So let's go into Canva. And if anyone else has any questions, you guys can go ahead and unmute or put it in the chat too. So I'm going to go and make sure I'm in my free one. I will show you. So I just went up here and went to trailer, video trailer. Create a blank video. And this is, everything on this is going to be free and I will give you guys the link to be able to customize it and use it for your guys' self. So we're going to just start together real quickly. Canva is an app and it's a website. So you can download the app or you can go online to canva.com. I can show you how to put it to YouTube. All you do is download it as a video and then upload it into your YouTube. And I can show you here in a little bit how to do that. if we have time. So you can go through here and pick, your different video examples. You can go into elements and they have pictures and stuff. So how you know what's free on Canva is this video is going to be free, but this one's not. This is a pro. So you either have to get pro or you can pay $5 and download it. So sometimes you can pay a little fee to be able to get that content, and the fee is for everything that you that has the crown on it that they're allowing you to use. So it can get pricey depending on what you're doing, but there is so many things on here that's free that you can use. So let's get a background. Okay. I'm going to set that as our background. And then we're going to want to put a call of action. And this is how I set mine up. Okay. This one we can do I don't even know. Let's do resort. We can do resort, and then we'll do rental car for this one, or we can do transportation. Ah, hold on, I just backed right out of that. Yeah, we do resorts, and then I'm just gonna do four. Like I said, I'm just gonna do a quick one, and then you guys can make a copy of this and tweak it and whatever you want. All right, and then you're gonna want this one to be your branding one. So this is how. Keep doing that. That way. No, no. Okay, and then this is gonna be the branding page. So, like I said, I set mine up this way. I put what I want to put in it. Um, we're gonna do to save time. We're not actually gonna do a mock booking version. We're gonna do the other one that I did, just like I said, to save time. But you guys can go back in here and add mock bookings in it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put some examples. So we'll do. Y'all need to get in bed now. Go. I don't. It doesn't matter. It's bedtime. Go. Go now. Go. Sorry. Told you they weren't listening tonight. All right. So we will do a resort. So this one we will put like types of resorts. We'll do destinations. If I can spell. And then we'll just leave it at that to keep it kind of simple. This one we can do types of travel. So let's do rental. Um, flights. Train. Rental, flights, and train. Okay. All right. And then I'm going to keep them white so that you guys can add your own branding colors into them. And then on their branding page, I'm just going to put the logo up there. And you guys, like I said, can fix this however you want. This is just going to be a quick template. And then you're going to want contact info. And then you're going to want logo, contact, call of action. That's what it was. Call of action. And then you guys can just kind of move that how you want and make it how you want. I want this to be as easy for you guys to fix as you want, but still kind of show you how to do it as well. Well, you guys are grounded, so I don't know what to tell you. Well, you should have been in bed. Okay, so I go to ChatGPT and I will type in, let's see, attention, grabbing intro with call of action. I always do short because sometimes it will give you a paragraph. Oh, I guess I didn't tell it what. Let's see this. You need to be kind of set on what you want it to say. You have to give it all the information is what I'm trying to say. Short, attention grabbing intro with call of action for booking travel with Watkins Estates. Starts here. Okay. So I like this for our ending, not for our intro. So that's what I'm going to use it for. So I will put this here. Just kind of play with it, make it, kind of how you want it. Okay, and then to do the QR code, what you want to do is one, one.
Yeah.
It wants to hide from me. So one second. That's not what I'm wanting. There it is. Okay. I just hit it for myself. Um, You will go into elements, and what we're doing is we're going to create a QR code. You go to QR code, and you want this one right here. This is a free part of Canva that you can use. And then you, hold on, I want to get on this page right here. And put solo 2 slash what this is. And then generate. And then boom, you got your QR code. You can edit it. You can have it have an effect for how it comes in. You can change, I'm not, the transparency. I don't think you can change the colors on this one. You might be able to, but the other ones you are able to change the colors on. The ones that are just more like pictures, graphics. And then you guys can just make your own QR code for that. Okay. And then let's get our intro. So let's go back to Chat GPT. Let's see. They'll give us something else. Yeah, let's see. That's not what I wanted. Let's see. Engaging intro. Let's try that. I like that one. So imagine waking up to breathtaking views, exploring hidden gems, and creating memories that last a lifetime. This isn't just a dream, it's your next adventure. Let's take you there. I like that. So that's going to be our intro. So copy and paste. So there's two ways that we can do this. We can put it in the sky. We can put it down here. Kind of, we'll cover up the people though. But we also can go back over here to elements. Add a QR code. And go to shapes. And you can pick a shape. And you can put this behind it to make it stand out more. The text. There's also frames you can do for pictures and stuff like that as well. Make it centered, and there you go. So that's our first little thing. And then this first video is 10 minutes long. So that's way too long. So we're going to break it. We're going to come down here and we're going to shorten it to 4 seconds. And then go to this one. So ChatGPT again, and I will be like, 4 top types of, hold on, the 4 top types of resorts. And it does kind of give me a little bit more information than I want. So I'm just going to come and take what I want. I just want these types of resorts. So I'll come over here and I will copy and paste. Oops, that was totally wrong. Inclusive resorts. Right. I'm just gonna mute because the background noise. Okay. And then let's do lecture. Not too many tabs open. Oh, I moved it. There we go. One more. Oh, wrong thing. One more. All right, and then let's do some destinations. So we'll put top for resorts. I can't spell, obviously. Resorts destination. Nope, someone's computer's having problems, so just bear with me on the background noise. Okay. And then, oh, I put it on the wrong one. Okay. So, we got our resorts. So I got my text in there. So then I'm going to do my pictures. Sometimes I'll do my pictures first and then do my words. It's whatever I'm in the mood for, honestly. Okay. And then destinations. Top 4 destination resort destinations. Okay, so Maldives. And with the copying and pasting, it does go a little bit quicker on your phone because you can copy more than one thing and go into your clipboard. But I like doing Canva on the computer better just because it's easier to move things around and stuff like that. So it's just really your preference. And really, it's where I'm at and what I've got on me too is if I do it on my phone or if I do it on the computer or tablet. Okay. And then one more. Bali. Come on. States. And then I'm just that, and then I'm gonna edit the font. Okay. And then let's go first before we pick our pictures. Let's get some frames. Let's decide what shape of frames we want. So go to element and then frame. And these are the ones you want right here. When they look like this, you know you can stick a picture in front inside of them. So they have all kinds of different shapes. I mean, and they all are just about free too. So that's the good thing. Let's see what I want. Oh no. Let's do this one. And then spin it around. No, I think that might mess with the pictures though. So let's actually not. That's something that I want to delete. Back. Okay. Let's do do this simple one. Do I want corners? Nah, let's do this one. All right, and I'm gonna do 2 of these. So I'm gonna do one here. And like I said, when you guys get this link and you make copies of it, do whatever you want to it. Make it your own. Okay? And then you go to Pixabay, type in resort. Like, remember, like I said, these ones, they're gonna cost. The ones underneath where it says royalty free real small. Oh, that's nice. I'm gonna go stay in a bungalow over the water. Let's do. Ski resort. And when you're picking pictures, you want to keep in mind the colors that you're using for your, your brand colors, because you want to use pictures that are going to pop out and not kind of sink into the color. I like this one. Sponsored. So you click on it, download, and that's it. It's downloaded to my computer for free. I've never gotten a virus from it or anything using Pixabay, and I use it for both my businesses. Then you go to upload, or don't know if I'm not seeing it here on the computer, but the app on the phone has a gallery option that's along with these, and it takes you straight to your photo galleries and photos in your gallery, and you don't have to upload it. But it's easy to upload it. You just go upload file, pick the file you want, it uploads, then you hit drag it and pop it into place. Now I'm wanting for my next one, I want a picture that's like inside the hotel or something. I think I even actually have one. I don't know if it's on this Canva. Let me see real quick. I have one where they're like opening up the door to the like hotel room. I like using that one. It's a nice little like preview type picture or whatever, if that makes sense. I don't want to go through all this. It's gonna be at the bottom if I do have it. I know it. This is the one with all my pictures. Some of these are for mock bookings. I'm getting close if there's that one's on there. Oh, there it is. Kind of a simple room though, but yeah, I don't want it. Let's see. Nope, nope, nope. So I just go around and mess with it until I find a picture I like. That one will work. Depending on the color, it should pop out more. And then you can make it bigger. You can put it in a different frame, put it in a different location. It's really up to you. So we can make it bigger and do here. We can even do like 2 more. Make them smaller up here, though. And do like this one. And then duplicate it. Put it here. Click delete. And it gives you the option to delete the frame or the image. If you delete the frame, it deletes the picture with it. And then, let's see. The pictures are what takes me, like setting them up and getting them designed is what takes me a little while. That's why I always do my layout first. So I kind of know what I'm wanting, and then I'll go back and design. So here's this. And then of course, it's not going to be plain white when you guys get in here. I'm leaving it white so that you guys can set your own brand colors in there. You don't have to change so much. So that would be our resort one. Actually, real quick. change it. Just a little bit bigger. To sort. And then we got our transportation. So we'll do rental car, and we can do pictures for each one of these. So let's do square. Let's do rental car. Duplicate it. Flight. And then bring train down here. And line them up. And back into my uploads and see what I got here, because I know I got a bunch of pictures. So I got something in here. Oh, there's a train, so we can use that one. Rental car. Boom. And a flight. We need a plane, and a plane. And of course, you guys can pick different pictures if you want, stuff like that. Transportation. I want to change the font, so go down here to font. I want to keep my font the same throughout my slides. So I keep in mind what kind of font I'm using throughout all of it, so that it flows. Not on my recently used. Oh, yep, there it is. Put that here. Let's use this one. You can even make my box smaller now, so it gives more of the picture. Okay. And then there's one thrown together quickly. Now this, like I said, it needs some more work before it's completely finished. Canva does have music. A lot of the music is paid though. You would go into elements, clear. Oh, I just cleared my recent elements, out of frames, and then it's music. And then you type in what you're looking for and all that. So if we were to play this, it's going to be super long, I bet. Yeah, 19 looks like. So you would want to, of course, make it a little bit smaller. 19 is not too bad. But I make them about 4 seconds if I can. It's not going very well, but make them each about 4 seconds. We can get it right, but yeah. And then let's see it real quick. So of course there'd be music on it. We would be talking in it. We would have something else to throw together. It would have our brand colors, your brand colors. And then you have your call of action, you have your contact information, your QR code if you want it, and your logo. So here is a template setup that will get you guys started on one. And you can add slides to them by this plus button. You can get designs from the design center. I mean, Canva offers a lot. And then, since I've got 5 minutes left before it kicks us off here, let's show you YouTube real quick. Actually, first, let me get this for you. Okay, and I'm going to put as a viewer, so that way you pull it up and you go in here and you hit make a copy. And then once you make a copy of it, you'll be able to edit that copy. But if I don't put viewer and I put allow to edit, someone's going to come in here and they're not going to make a copy and they're going to mess it up for everybody. I've had that happen a few times. So if it ends up not letting you make a copy, you can reach out to me. I'll put my email in the thing, or send it a request through Canva. It will say you want to request to have access to this. Send one of those and I will give you access, but you should be able to with it set that way. Copy link, put it in the chat. There you guys go. That's a long link. All right. And then YouTube real quick. So you'll go to your YouTube, and you can do it as a video. Bars in the way, hold on. You can do it as a video, or you can do it as a short. So, that's not what I was trying to show you. That's got to be what my kids are watching on here. Go here. My channel. Okay. So you can do it like I do my training videos right here. Oh, I did do one with the voiceover. So that's my quote with the voiceover. So here's where you can do it as a short. They're kind of like reels and TikTok videos. That's what that is, but it's like YouTube's version. Since it is only 20 seconds, or you can set it as a full video. I like putting them as my shorts. Here's one for my bell outs that I did. So happy together. It's actually one on TikTok. I can't see me loving nobody but you for all my life. So that was my very first trailer that I made. And it showcases my bell outs, which is not something that Archer themselves does. It's something that I've brought into my business. It's basically taking and planning people's anniversaries, birthdays, anything like that that I can plan and do. A lot of times, they'll want to, have a reservation at a hotel, or they'll want to do stuff like that. So it ties in to what we do as travel agents, but it's kind of like event planner too. I kind of just meshed the two together and kind of gave myself another service that I can provide my clients. So that's what I do. That's how I set them up. Like I say, I throw down all the basics, and then I go through and I set it up and design it and stuff. But I kind of just throw out the little basics of how it's going to be set up. So I kind of can draw inspiration from it. But this is your business. This is your travel video to express yourself. Put your personality into it. Put stuff that you like. Do your niches, stuff like that. Showcase yourself and your business. Any questions? I know I've kind of already asked that, but we did go over some other stuff, so I wanted to ask one more time before we closed out. You can unmute or put it in the chat if you do have any questions. And then I am putting my email in the chat, so if you guys do have any questions later on or anything like that, I'm not quite sure when I'm going to get this uploaded. I'm going to try to get it uploaded in the next, by tomorrow night, but no promises. We'll see how it goes, but it should be at least up by this weekend, if not, in the next couple of nights. So there's my email. So just reach out if you guys need anything, and thank you guys for joining.
Thank you. This was awesome.
Yeah, thank you, and you're welcome. I'm going to stop sharing, but if you guys do have questions, you still got time.